Gemini, hi. So this is going to be a reading for February 24th through March 2nd. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there's an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Gemini. The overall energy for the reading, the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like you're changing your mind about something, or this comes through as an energy of you looking at something that you used to be more engaged with, more interested about or something, and then you look at where you're at now in regards to the same energy, and you're kind of like, I can't believe, like, I can't believe how into that I was, or I can't believe where I'm at now with this. Like, I'm not, because your energy is leaning more and more away from something that you were quite caught up in at some point. So that's the change here that you're noticing in yourself, if anything. In the recent past, you get the 10 of Swords, the 5 of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles. This is the falling out of a partnership. This is the way south for that partnership. It might have ended at some point, but it's definitely heading south here. In the current situation, the Star, the Temperance card, the 7 of Swords. Like, you're not completely done and out, you're not completely like, I can truly say that I'm done with the situation completely, because you can't. But you wish to be, and you're getting closer and closer to being, even again, going back to looking at the situation now versus a couple of months ago or a year ago, it's going to feel different to you. It's like you're a different person, or something when it comes to that situation. You just wished you would be able to just say that you left that behind, and that's that. You're not there yet. You're recognizing that. Also recognizing that it's been a minute since you've still been caught up in this or trying to complete this. In the immediate future, the 2 of Wands, the 4 of Cups, the Hierophant. There's still some time that passes here from what I can see, and you're still kind of disappointed in where things are at, and that's how you kind of get yourself stuck to that situation, by being upset and being disappointed. I'm not saying don't be, I'm saying recognize why that is. Why are you not able to accept that things ended in the way that they did, so that you release yourself from this? Because that's what keeps you stuck still to this, even after some more time passes. Let's clarify. Let's do the Wheel of Fortune. Hey, baby girl. What's going on, my little Bella? You're done? You're done sleeping here peacefully? For the Wheel of Fortune, you get the Moon, the 7 of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, all you can do is focus on yourself as much as you can, and that's exactly what you're doing. I get the sense that you're maybe judging yourself a little bit, or a little upset with yourself there, because it's like, yeah, I have been focusing on myself, and I have been doing this and that, and I still can't let this go completely. That's what's not allowing you to let this go completely. The lack of acceptance over things ending up the way that they did. So you'll never truly let this go completely until you have acceptance. Okay, this was a friendship, or this or that, whatever it was, and it ended in that way. Can I accept that it ended in that way? No, I have to be disappointed about it. Well, then you haven't let it go. And you never will until you accept You don't have to like it. That's where people get it, mistaken. Where they think that, oh, so I have to accept that this, that, and the other. They think that that is equivalent with, so then I have to like it. No, you don't have to like it. Acceptance is one thing. Like or dislike over the situation is another. Those are two different things. Accepting it doesn't mean, oh, I like that it happened. No, you can be like, oh, I really don't like that it happened in that way, but I need to accept that it did happen in that way, because guess what? At the end of the day, it did happen in that way. So you not accepting that holds you tied up to whatever the situation is. Because you're coming in with a little bit of sense of frustration over the whole situation, but especially over yourself, because it's like, I've been putting in the work, I've been focusing on myself, I'm still not able to let this go, goddammit, what's wrong with me? Nothing. You're just not figuring out that all you need is acceptance that things happen in the way that they did. For the Ten of Swords, you get the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the Four of Cups. You're a little upset with yourself at every move you make here by the looks of it. As the situation progresses there towards heading south, apparently, you're still coming in as being very, very passionate about whoever, whatever the situation is. And as you do that, because you do get yourself excited, even though you're seeing it falling under your eyes there, you still show up excited. You're still like, oh my God, I'm super excited about seeing you, or, like being here. And then you're like, what's wrong with me? Why would I be excited when I'm seeing this situation is kind of falling on its ass, type of thing. One, stop being upset with yourself for being excited, especially. It's rare these days, so do get excited about things. Also, keep an eye on the reality, yes, to kind of have that check-in with reality, like, okay, well, this, I'm excited about it. It doesn't have to be anything that's wrong with you. You're just excited, and that's okay. Keeping in tune with reality is going to help you with accepting things as they are, but I do see you being upset with yourself from time to time too. For the Five of Pentacles, you get the Three of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Five of Pentacles. You've had signs, you've had all sorts of indications that this would go south. I feel like there were, planted red flags along the way that told you, hey, this is going south. This is not going to work out. Potentially even through conversations within that situation. It was signaled to you, hey, this is not okay. This is not helping the situation. If anything, it's tearing it apart. Okay. For the Three of Pentacles, in the recent past, you get the Six of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, the Lovers. I mean, there's that hope that things will turn back around, for the better. And that hope just gets magnified when things do go south. And then they go even more lower and lower and lower, and the lower they go, the bigger the hope, right? At which point does that hope become expectation? Because that's where I feel like something flipped there. Like there was a little hope that maybe it's gonna work out though, as you see this going down. And then the lower it goes, the bigger the hope that is no longer a hope at some point. It's expectation, it's a need, it's a must, it's no. Things have got to turn back around here because it's the loss of control over things. As you see it coming down, you also realize that you have no control over the situation. You can't prevent it from going down. So you're going to want to, naturally. Human nature. We lose control, we're going to want to take control. The more we're shown that we're losing control over something, the more we're going to want to take control over that something. Does that mean that we can? No, we can't, because we have no control over anything at the end of the day. It's the illusion of control. So I get it. I get where you were at with it, but it must have been tormenting at some point when you actually do discover that, hey, I have no control over the situation. Anyway, whatever happens. For the star in the current situation, you get the Hierophant, the Eight of Swords, the Eight of Cups. Yeah, you just want to be done with it. It's still complicated in your head. It's still kind of playing through your head there in all sorts of scenarios, and you're like, I'm tired of this shit. Can we be done with this, please? I hope you're not talking to me, because all I'm doing is reading energies. I think you're talking to the other energy at the other end of this, but I get your frustration. I get where you're at about it, though. But yeah, you're kind of at the end of this rope of just, no matter what happened there, and if it actually went south to the point of no return, it actually crashed over there, you're still not done. You're on your way to being done, but you're still not done. And I feel like some time has passed enough that you get to this frustrating energy of, here we go again. It's running through my head again. Why? I don't want it in my head. Somebody take it away from me. Oh, because you can't let it go. And how you're not letting it go? By not accepting that the situation not only went south, but it crashed. For the Temperance card, you get the Six of Pentacles, the Empress, the Four of Pentacles, and you're still hanging on to that hope, which at this moment in time, at some point in time in the past, it turned into expectation, and then it was no longer hope, and it still remains as an expectation attached to you to this day. Okay. Let's do the Seven of Swords in the current situation. You get the Five of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords. I'm trying to figure out, because I see an element of deception here, and I'm trying to figure out where it's at for you. I see you pushing in the direction of, let's just move forward. At the same time, I see a build-up of a frustration over the fact that you can't let this go, or that's what you're telling yourself at least, and you want to. As far as this energy of pushing forward goes, I agree with that. As far as the energy of, I just want to be done and over, that's where I feel like the deception is at, because it's obviously not. It's still frustrating the hell out of you. It's still running through your head under all sorts of scenarios about what happened, what could happen, what might happen, the expectation that's tied up to it, and all of that. So all of this energy is still here, but you're using this let's move forward type of an energy, which is great. Do it, keep it, it's good. But you're using it as kind of like an anchor or an escape route, or something you can grab onto and hope for the best. Like, this is going to take me out of this. Which, no, it's not. The only thing that's going to take you out of this is just sitting with that energy, no matter how frustrating it is, and finding a way to accept things as they are, surrounding the situation. The more you're going to try to run away from dealing with the fact that this energy of you hanging on to this and still thinking about it is still here, the bigger it's going to get. So it's almost looking like a little bit of avoidance here, but not intentional. Not from the sense of, oh, I got this going on, but I don't want to deal with it. It's not showing up like that. It's a kind of a around type of an energy, like you're avoiding but not directly. And you're just kind of setting yourself up without realizing that you are, because this energy just keeps on increasing. This energy of you not letting go of this, by you not actually dealing with it directly. For the Two of Wands in the immediate future, you get the King of Cups, the King of Swords, the Page of Cups. Okay, you're doing way better here, because I see a sense of balance between your heart and your mind here, and you're doing way better. So somehow you manage to deal with those types of energies in a way that's healthy for you. It's going to take some time, apparently, so you're still going to be stuck a little bit in these energies. And then I see you, kind of coming back into a more balanced place, which you look great in. Let's do the Four of Cups, the Temperance card, the High Priestess, the Ace of Pentacles. And as you come out of these energies and you find yourself more balanced and way better, you're still upset with yourself. You're like, I could have done this earlier. I could have done this months ago or years ago, and I kept myself. It's almost like realizing that, yeah, you're kind of doing this to yourself when you hold yourself in these energies. What you're not realizing is that you're not doing it intentionally. You're not doing it to, because you love to keep yourself stuck in energies, and because you love doing harm to yourself, and because you love unhealthy energies. No, you're not doing it on purpose. You're doing it a lot of the times because you're not ready to come out of these energies, and you haven't learned your lesson from the energies so that you're able to come out of them. But what you're doing here, the minute you feel better and you're coming out of these energies, you're looking back and you're like, I could have done this a long time ago. No, you couldn't. Maybe you weren't ready. Maybe you didn't have the tools. Maybe you didn't learn your lessons from those energies. There's definitely a timing for everything, and there's a reason that sometimes we get stuck in our own head or in our own energies about a situation. So stop being so hard on yourself. You keep on showing me that throughout the reading. It's like, stop it. For the Hierophant in the immediate future, you get the Three of Swords, the Sun, the Nine of Wands. You're definitely breaking through a lot more acceptance over the situation. And the minute you do that, some pain will come out of the situation, because when you accept that the situation ended, it's going to come out with pain, right? You're finally ready for the grieving process. Okay, I accepted, now I can work on the pain that situation left behind. And you're actually quite happy that that's happening, because that's the last stage of this process of acceptance and dealing with that situation completely. So you're almost out of this completely, which you have a rejection to that because you don't want to be. It's that one final step that you need to accomplish to be done with this. And as much as you want for this to be done right now, when you get to that point, you're like, it's a little scary to be done with this completely. Really? I'm gonna? Like, I couldn't wait for months or years. And now that I'm there, it's like, okay, it's a little scary. It's a little scary to do that. Man, human nature is fascinating, I swear to God. From the universe, for you, as a final advice, you get the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, the Three of Wands. You know what? You're moving forward. And as long as you keep your mind open to whatever happens here and whatever experience you're having, it's there to teach you something. You're actually growing through that a lot without even realizing that you're doing that. So as long as you keep yourself open to the experience of, let me learn from this rather than let me yell at myself or whatever it is that you're doing here, you're good to go here. And you, believe it or not, throughout this whole experience, which I feel like lasted a bit, you've grown a lot without even consciously realizing it. So that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.